And when you move your body, you don't move it nice and sweet and sassy, alright? Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, you're cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, physically fit, physically fit, physically fit. Woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, energetic. Big your body out in the big tight and woman, nice, sweet, fantastic. Body out in the big tight and woman and nice, sweet, fantastic. Big body out in the big tight and I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it, move it.
All right, everybody, are you ready?
And you don't
go ahead and tag your friends. Get on over here.
And you don't need no makeup.
Time for us to
Original
get
cute body
started.
makeup on mud. Eyeliner. Funny face and make one mud up. Nose powder. Funny face and make one mud up. Like your eyebrow. Funny face and make one mud up. Got your lipstick. Funny face and make one mud up. Woman, you nice broad face. And a nice hip. Make man flip and bust them lip. Woman, you're nice and you don't get deep.
While you're coming on in the chat,
And a nice hip.
go ahead and give yourself a shout out. Tell me what's going on. How's your week started? How's your record breaker off and running? What's something great that's happened? Put it in the chat. We want to know. We want to celebrate with you.
She like to move it, move it. You like to move it. They like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it. I like. Oh, did I? Have I done I? Did I do? I like to. I think I did. I like. We. What about we? They did they as well. Okay. Oh, I got it. I got the new one. As them? No, is that? Can I say them or not? Them like to move it, move it. I'm gonna say them.
Alrighty.
Them like to move it, move it. We like to move it, move it. Wait, there's got to be another one. We, us.
Yeah.
You know, us like to. Us like to move
starting
it,
in
move
just
it.
a second.
Us like to move it, move it. Us like to move it, move it. Us like to move it, 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 move it. Okay then. While you're here, I just want to tell you a little story. It's not a story that my daddy used to tell me. He was a king as well.
Okay, it's a time for us to get this started. All right, guys. Good evening. Let me get over here and get this music off. There we go. Thank you guys for being on with us tonight. We are so excited to be here with you. As always, I want to remind you, please let Facebook give StreamYard permission to see your name on Facebook. You just need to go to StreamYard.com/Facebook and say, yes, you can see my name and image so we know you're here. Tag your friends, let them know that what's going on, that they need to jump on because we don't want anybody to miss out. And if you do have folks that maybe aren't on Facebook or maybe you want to watch it where you don't have to worry about anything distracting you, come on over to YouTube, to our YouTube channel. You can watch it there as well. So we're always trying to give you lots of options so that you can have a very successful business as we go forward. So I'm going to go ahead and get us started tonight. And of course, as always, I want to know some good things that are going on with you. Hopefully you have been putting those in the chat so we can get a look at some of those things we can share with each other so we can celebrate together, because that's really what it's all about, is celebrating our wins, right? And that's what we're always aiming for, those little wins. It doesn't matter if necessarily that they're big wins, it's those little wins, because a series of little wins add up to be a big win. So let's make sure that we are always, always, always celebrating when we even step outside your doing that are getting you closer to your success as well. So our quote to open us up this evening is from the great Olympic champion Michael Phelps. He's won more medals than any other athlete in Olympic history. And one of the things that he said is, I want to be able to look back and say, I've done everything I can and I was successful. I don't want to look back and say, I should have done this or I should have done that. And I think that that's so important for us to always be looking at what more we can do. It's not enough to rest on what we did in the past. It's not enough to say, I've done it all, I don't need to do anything else. It's really and truly about every single day striving to do a little better than we did before. Look for those things that we haven't accomplished. Look for those things that we haven't done and really work towards those. I remember when I first started out in the business, and I was selling I was holding 2 or 3 parties a week, and at that time I was selling $600 a month. A week. I know, and at the end of the month, I was selling about $2,500 a month, which was, back in those days, that was a lot of Tupperware. And I thought, yeah, look at me, look how good I am. And then I realized that there were people out there that were doing so much more than I was, that they weren't doing, $2,500 in a month. They were doing $1,000, $2,000 in a week. And I thought, wow, I can do more. And so I set my sights on doing a little more. The same thing with recruiting. I thought I was doing really well when I was recruiting, like 3 in a month. I thought, wow, look at me. I recruited 3 people this month. And then I realized that there were people that were doing 3 every week. There were people who were doing 3 a day. And I was like, I can do more. And so there's always another goal that we can set to work towards as we go through our business. I was talking with our number 1 org leader in the country. Her name's Janelle Elliott. And one of the things that she said to me, it was like at the end of the year, and we were talking, and she said, every year I decide I'm going to try something new that I've never done before. I'm going to think of my one big thing that I've never done and really work on mastering that, getting better at that, because there's always a place that I can grow. And if I can grow in a new place, then that means that I can grow even more. So I want you to think about that as we head into this Record Breaker month. I want you to think about, what more can I do? What's something that I've never done? What's something maybe, that scares the Jesus out of me to give it a try, but I'm going to try it anyway, because that's what it's all about. Giving myself permission to try something new. And if I don't make it all the way, it's okay. But you know what? I never want to get to the end of the month and going, oh, darn it, I could have tried a little harder. Oh, darn it. Maybe if I had done this, maybe if I had done that. Instead, start with the end in mind, decide what it is that you want to do, and then give yourself permission to try harder, to do a little more every single day. So tonight we're going to talk about a couple of different things that you can do that maybe you've never done before. And I want to challenge you to open your mind to possibilities of things that you can do. As we get started on that, it is Record Breaker. It is the time that we are out to break records, to do things that we've never done before. And I really want you to think about that. I had put a thing on our Facebook page for you to put your goals in there. And I said, your what I call your hurl-mongus. It's a goal so big it makes you want to hurl. And to put that in the chat, because I am going to be looking at those and I am going to be cheering you on. And I just might be sending prizes out to people who set their goals and put it out there in front of people. Because see, it's easy to have a goal that you keep hidden. It's not as easy to have a goal that you put out there in front of people, because you can't hide from it. See, if you put it on a piece of paper and you keep it to yourself, if you make it, yay. If you don't make it, nobody knows. But if you put it out there in front of people, then you feel accountable and you feel like, okay, I need to get out there. I need to try. I need to give it my best, because at least if I'm going for it, I'm moving forward. But if you don't tell anybody, there's nothing there to inspire you to keep going. So put your goal on the Facebook page, on that hurl-mongus image, and let me know what you're aiming for. In fact, right now in the comments, what are you aiming for this month? What are you doing to be better than you've ever been before during this Record Breaker month? What's your goal that you're shooting for? What are you going to do with the money that you make with that goal? And what are you going to try new that you've never tried before? Because we talked last week about a lot of different types of parties that you can do. If you missed last week, go back and rewatch it, or watch the replay, so you'll be sure to be on there and ready for that. All right, these are the great things you have to work with. We have all of these amazing host gift specials and this host bonuses, and of course that $1,000 level as the double host credits. You got some great tips on how to plan for those great big parties, how to work those great big parties, how to do your parties. Really, I mean, Corinne gave you some great training last week on how to do parties. And then Michelle also shared with you how you can maximize all those people who don't want to do parties, but how you can turn those into something more than just here's an order. Try to get more every time. All right. And then we have these challenges that you can work for. Did you see that canister set with those adorable kitties and puppies? All right. Where's all my fur moms, out there in the comments? Let me know, cats or dogs, which is it? Or maybe both. If you're a fur mom, which one's your favorite and who's going to get that? Because all you need is $250 in sales. And I can tell you, we already have 20 people who've qualified for that. It must be a big one. And you might want to make sure that you've earned it because you might be seeing it again in the future as an item that you can offer to your customers. So grab yours now while you can. And then we have the 2-week challenge with $500 in sales where you can get that incredible set of modular bowls. I got to tell you, modular bowls are one of my favorites because they're stackable and they're leak proof and they're see-through. So you got to get that set too. So those are the 2 ones you're working on right now. By this Wednesday, $250 in the 2 weeks, $500, and claiming that for yourself. And then, of course, going for the month, you have all of these amazing gifts. At $1,500, of course, you're going to receive your volume bonus. You're going to get that extra $50 in cash. At $2,000, you're going to get $100 in cash. At $2,500, you're going to get $150 bonus in cash. And you're going to get that Ultra Pro and mitt set. And then you're just going to keep going up. And of course, once we hit that 4,000 level, our bonus jumps to a 10% every 500. So on that second level for that $5,000 level, where you have this great laptop set, you're going to get a $500 bonus, guys, $500 bonus. And you're going to get that great gift, not to mention the $1,250 profit you're going to make. So I hope you are thinking bigger than you've ever thought, because there's money to be made this month. At $7,500, you have the additional offers that we have there for the what call it, signage things. And then we have also that beautiful, beautiful bag. So make sure that you have set your sights big on these awesome awards that you're working on. Now, we have been heading out of the gate. We wanted to hit the ground running. So we're sprinting right out of the gate. And we've had a great start to our month already. And we were looking for our streakers. Those are the folks who are going to keep it going the longest. We made it 3 days. And what that streaking is that you hit submit every single day. You've got parties going. You've got people hitting submit. And that's what keeps it going. So we finished up. We had 3 people do it 3 days. We're going to see what's the longest streak we can get going. So we've started a new one with starting yesterday, going to today, and then going forward. So we're going to find out who that is. But right now, we are going to give something away because I said everybody who had hit submit by this point would get to be in a drawing for something special. And I have here all of our folks that have, let me hide that there. All of our folks, this is everybody who's hit submit, whether it was $15 all the way up to over $3,000. In fact, we have 5 people who've already submitted over $1,000 this week. That's right. And I'm going to do some recognition on that in just a second. But let's find out right now who's going to be my winner. Now, you've got to be on. So you better have been putting in the chat that you're here, because Charlie's watching and he's going to let me know if you're here or not when we call out your name. All right, so let's see. My music isn't playing. I don't know what's going on here. All right, and the winner is Ann Diable. Ann Diable, are you on? Charlie says no, Ann. Oh, too bad, Ann. All right, let's keep going. Why is my music not playing? right. And we have Janin Sutton. Janin Sutton, is she on, Charlie? No, he says. Okay, let's try again. No, we need the music. Dun, 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 dun. Pamela Staples. Charlie says he doesn't think so. Pamela, going once, going twice. Okay, let's try again. Guys, you need to be making sure Charlie knows you're here. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Veronica Russo, Todoroff. He says no. Okay. Oh, gosh, you make me sad when you're not on. Oh, it makes me so sad. Rebecca Carrion. Is Rebecca on? Going twice. No, Rebecca. Oh, too bad. Boy, oh boy. This is sad tonight. Jody Turner. And Charlie says no. Okay. I'm waiting. Charlie's doing the count off in the other room. You can't hear him, but I can hear him. He's in Studio B over there. All right. Joyce Bouye. Joyce Bouye, are you on? All right. She is not here. Okay. All righty. Gosh, guys, you're going to make me go all night doing this. Mary Hunter, are you on, Mary Hunter? All right, no Mary Hunter. Okay. Let's try again. I know we're going to find somebody. You're going to love what I'm sending out to you, too. Patty Lee. Patty Lee, are you here? Oh, my goodness. We're just going around and around. Call your names out, guys. Make sure you're calling your name so you can send that positive energy to me. Betty Russell. Betty Russell. Okay, no Betty Russell. Oh, come on, guys. Out of the gate. You're out of the gate. Let me know you're out of the gate. Christina Austin, are you here? Charlie says no. Okay, come on, guys. In the chat, let me know. I want to win. I want to win. I want to win. Yay, I'm here. I'm here. Okay, I don't want the gift. I don't want the gift. So let me pull somebody else. I forgot to take myself out. See, guys, I'm out there hitting submit. I had a party this weekend. Pat Benton. Pat Benton, are you here? Charlie's asking. He says no. Oh my goodness. I may have to come back to this, right? Because we've been spinning for 2 minutes trying to find a winner. Paula McBride. Paula McBride, are you here? No Paula. Oh, guys, my goodness. This is sad, sad. It's great that we have so many people, but it would be even better if we had somebody to say yes. Cindy Connolly, are you here? She is on. Congratulations, Cynthia. Cynthia Connolly is the winner. Yay, Cynthia. Woo, that was crazy, right? It was crazy trying to find somebody that was a winner. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, we are off to a great start. As I said, we already have 5 people that have sold over $1,000. And I did say that I was going to recognize the top 3 for the week so far. And I would be sending a special gift out to all 3 of them, but they have to be on. So right now, in the number one, well, I'm going to read the top 10. everybody who sold over the top 10 that are all sold over $500. And they are Becky Reese, Hooray Becky, Pamela Staples, Rachel Ricketts, Michelle Davis, Corinne Brown, Celie Neri, Lily Tovar, Aubrey Stebbins is number 3. Is Aubrey here? Doreen Pelletier is number 2. Is she here? And number 1 for the month so far, 5 days in, Dawn Vermette. So our top 3, Dawn Vermette, Doreen Pelletier, and Aubrey Stebbins. If you are here, make sure Charlie knows, because I've got a special exclusive gift that I'm sending out to you, and you are going to love, love, love it just in time for the holidays. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, guys, because we've spent a lot of time trying to get all these things done, and I've got some folks that I want to share with you tonight, and they're going to talk to you about some different things. And the first thing we're going to talk about is fundraising. And we used to have, for many years, we did not have a fundraiser line, but then for several years, we had a fundraiser line in Tupperware, and we used it, very well. But then it wasn't used a lot. Let me say that. It worked well, but we didn't use it a lot. So it was kind of a difficult thing for the company to manage when so few of our sales were actually coming from it. So one of the things that I want to share with you is a couple of different ways to do fundraising the way we used to do it. So in the past, what we would do is we would have, basically a fundraiser party. And we would take the commission that we normally would make, and we would give our group that we're working with a percentage of our commission. So we make 25%. So in my case, I would usually give them 15%. That means I made 10%. And then, of course, there'd be host gifts that I could redeem on that party. And then I could take that Tupperware and resell it, or I could use it as a raffle to help the group to make more money as well. So that's one of the things that you could do. Another is that sometimes you're doing a fundraiser for a church or for a daycare. And what they really want are products that they can put into their kitchen, or products that they can put into their preschool. And so in those cases, what they do is we have a party, and every person that participates can get orders up from the people that they know, and all those orders go in together. So let's say you have 10 folks who are participating. They all take a catalog to work with them. They all check with their friends and family. They all share the link with everybody they know. They all bring $100 in orders back. That's $1,000 party. And then the organization, the church or daycare, gets to pick out $400 worth of products for the preschool, the daycare, or for the church. So that's another way that you can work it. You can always put little extras in there, because like if each person, for every person who gets, say, $100 in orders, you could give them a little gift. You could add a little something into their order for them if you want to. You can have something that you drop off that they give out at the school to the people, or to the at the church to the people who participate. You can do it in such a way that you also give them goals to set for, because you know that when you hit $1,500, you're going to get that $50 bonus. So you could even say that, they get 15%, but when they hit $1,500, they get an extra $25 bonus, because that way you're kind of giving them a reason to work harder. That's going to help boost your sales. It's going to help you boost your levels for the gifts you're going to make. So all of those are some different ways you can do it. If some of that is something you want to do, make sure that you reach out to your manager or your director to brainstorm. And you can also reach out, of course, to me, and I'll be glad to brainstorm about that. In fact, I have someone on here tonight with me that we were brainstorming this weekend. She had called and asked me about something. And so I see Melissa, and Melissa, you've got your phone muted. You got to turn, there you go. Told you don't mute it when you come on. Okay. All right. So Melissa is actually a cancer. Where'd she go? There you go.
Yep.
Is actually a cancer survivor. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. 5 years.
5 years. That is amazing. And so it's very, very close to her heart the support of
Mhm.
breast cancer and breast cancer research. And so she has done this in before. She sold Tupperware several years ago, and she had done something similar. And so we were brainstorming, and she came up with a great idea. And so, Melissa, tell everybody a little bit about what your goal is and how you go about doing this.
Well, I am I'm trying to build a support group for our area here in Orangeburg because there's really nothing around here. And can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I would like to start the support group around here, and so for the whole month of October, my commission, whatever I make off of this, is all the money. I'm gonna donate my commission to a local organization here in the area um, that helps with breast cancer patients and everything. Um, so
And guys, this is
that's
what
my
we
thing right there. Yep.
yeah, so we were brainstorming what to do, and and so basically what this is one item fundraiser, and you can pick any item that you want to work with, and you figure out a price that incorporates the tax and shipping for this. Now in this case, she's positioning it as it's a local order, so she's getting people to place the orders with her, and they're going to pick them up from her, or she's going to drop them off to them. Either way, we all know that this is the special that we have right now, that you get buy one, get one free. So we took what the cost of the set of two, added the $9.99 shipping that it would normally cost, and the tax. And then we said, well, if we split that in half, then we know we always have enough to cover it. What that also does is means that not only, but by doing it this way, if she has multiple people do it, it's actually going to give her a little bit of a cushion that she'll have even more to donate. Because the way we have it figured, that is that pretty much for every single one of these that she sells, $5 is going to go to her, the group that she's trying to start out. We even brainstormed that if she had somebody who wants to, check with their friends and see what they can do, they could have a drop ship as long as they sold like six, right? Isn't that what we came up with? Six?
Yeah, I think it was 10. I think it was 6. Yes.
If they sold 6, then they, it would, so basically 6 of them times 12 would be whatever that is. And that would be, we can have it drop shipped
200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with the 12, it's like they're going to go together. 6 of them are going to go together. So that'll be $72, which is going to be plenty of money to cover the cost of ordering 3 buy one, get one sets plus the tax and shipping. And then she can just drop ship it to them. And then she can add in it, maybe one of the sets of citrus peelers as a free gift, or she could add into it the little spoons, and as they did more, then, it could also, she could give them the booking gift if they sold 10 sets, if they sold 20 sets, then there'd be a bigger gift the more that they sold, and could be drop shipped. But this allows people to, all around the place to take advantage of this and to help her raise the money. So I wanted to share this with you. So Melissa, you've been tell everybody a little bit about how you're putting it out there to people.
Well, of course, I posted it on Facebook, and I've been so disappointed. I told you, I was like, nobody's commenting and everything. But I have posted it to Facebook. I put it in my VIP group and on my business page. But then I did start sending out a couple of text messages today, asking friends to share my post, so we could, maybe get that word out there. I'm going by the hospital tomorrow to drop some product off, and I was going to, pass the word along there too, and stop at the breast center, breast health center there, and tell them about it too. And,
And I think that, the thing is that you just started this yesterday. So it's not even like you got, you can't expect it to be a
Yes.
game changer when it's only just gotten out there. And we all know algorithms in Facebook are very funny. And anytime you post something on Facebook, it's very important that you get 10 comments within the first 30 minutes. And that whether it's you making comments or you call some friends and say, hey, can you, make a comment on my page, so that people, because it's going to boost the algorithm so people see it. So we're going to come back next week and we're going to get an update on how it is going. But guys, look
Okay.
at the products that you have. Think about what you want to do. We've got some great things that you could offer right now. We got that great big fix and mix bowl right now that's good till Wednesday. You could do a one-day fundraiser tomorrow with something like that. With all the pink items we have, find a cause and really grow that and really work with that. And you never know what's going to happen. But thank you, Melissa, for joining us. And I have
Thank
great
you.
belief that this is going to come out fantastic for you this month. So thank you for being willing to share with
Thank
everyone.
you.
Thank you, hon. All right, guys. So really and truly, the key behind it is, find something that you're passionate about and really run with this. And as I said, reach out to your manager, reach out to your director, reach out to me. We will work with you to help you come up with an idea. Because I think this is great. I'm going to start posting it on my page too, because I really want to see this work. And I'm going to donate the monies that I make on it to Melissa's group so that she can have some more money to help start up her group there as well. All right. So just a reminder, guys, my favorite thing in this business is sharing the opportunity. We have some incredible rewards for you. Whether you bring in 1, 2, or 3, you can get all these amazing tools for really low prices. And, just each person you bring in submits $100 and you're going to get all of those KP tools. Think about all the stockings you're going to be able to stuff this Christmas with these items that you got. And you got all of these, all 8 items for just $20. That is a crazy good deal. So make sure that you are talking it to everybody. And this is something to think about. In fact, I already know a couple people who've already had success with this. So right now, this month, of course, we have our brand new 4 kit option, starting with our $49 entry kit. And then we have the entry kit with the modular set, the entry kit with the baking set, the entry kit with the modular or the microwave set. But this month we have one more, and I meant to bring my set in here. I'm going to take a picture of it so you'll see it really good. And that is our canister set in the retro chic colors. Now that set by itself is $36, and we are offering it right now for $25, and they get to open their account. They actually get an English and a Spanish catalog. And you might be saying, well, I don't speak Spanish. But the reality is, guys, it's just easier for them to pack it with one of each and not worry about whether you get the Spanish one or you get the English one. You got one of each. Find somebody that speaks another language and see if you can recruit them as well. But one of the great ways of promoting it, and I shared this on Saturday because a friend of mine did this at an event that she was at. She had the set sitting there, and she had this little sign, and it says, free canisters when you open your account today, ask me how. Plus, there's free shipping. And the reason she says that is because when you order somebody's starter kit, there is no shipping. So they're basically getting this $36 worth set of canisters that they would pay $9.99 shipping for to get. They're getting it for $25. And it opens them an account. And what does that mean? It means that they have a free website that they can share with their friends and family. It means that they can get 25% off anything they want to buy for an entire year. It means that we're going to help them have a party to get up and running and to share with everybody their website so they could actually make money between now and the end of the year. And when they have $100 in sales, they're going to get that beautiful impression set that you'll see on the lower right hand side there for free. So to me, guys, this is a no-brainer. Everybody should be going for that. And that is just the tip of the iceberg, because we have all these other great things that they have available. The retail credit that they can get in their first 30 days when they submit $250. And then, of course, the $150 they can get when they submit $500. And then they move into the Confident Start program, which will run actually, for anybody who joins this month, it'll run all the way till the end of January. So that means they get to grab hold to 2 big months to be able to hit all those goals. So that is a huge, huge offer that you have to share with people. And the key is that we all have to get out there and do it. Now, we have another little special challenge from Hooray going on this week. And so, of course, Tupperware is doing a challenge that they're going to give away a giant surprise box for an opportunity event that we can do. And there's one for our company. There's one for every director team. So every director team that has 10 will be in a drawing at the end of the month. This is an extra drawing ticket. Our company has a chance to get one. But this week, we are offering a special another chance. I don't know what to call it. Another chance for you to earn the trip to Hemingway, to the factory with us in November. And all you have to do is welcome 3 people this week and have $500 in sales. Now, I just shared with you all these people who have $500 in sales, and all you're going to need is 3 recruits. And with that great offer, you're bound to find somebody, because I've already talked to some people, and I've already talked to 3 people today that are interested in taking advantage of that and joining. So if I can do it, you can do it. And you're never going to know what you can do until you try. So let's get out there and do that. But now I want to talk to you about social media and how social media can grow your business. Just like Melissa was talking about how she's using social media to help her with this fundraiser, and she's maybe looking for tips and ideas on how she can get a little bit more traction and exposure. I'm talking about how recruiting can be so easy when you put things out there that people can see in a way that makes them want to ask you, not feel like you're just dumping on them. And Tupperware has been running a 14-day social media challenge. But you know what? You don't need to hear me tell you about it. I actually have a couple of folks who are doing the challenge to share with you a little bit about that. And I'm trying to get, there they are. So let me bring on our amazing Corinne Brown. And I'm going to take and her special guest, Michelle Green, because both of them have been taking the challenge. And I'm going to let them tell you all about it.
Very cool. Very cool. Guys, I'm so excited. So if you've done the challenge, I'm going to be interviewing Michelle, getting her to share a little bit about her takeaways of what she's gotten from this challenge too. But I want to know, all of you that are watching right now, or if you're watching the replay, who's doing the challenge? And I want you to write, I'm doing the challenge, or me, but say challenge. That way we know what we're referring to when you go back to the comments. But who's doing the challenge now? And like, how many of you guys have seen the results for it? Because relationships are what build our business. And relationships building in person through these vendor events, so the parties we've been talking about lately, is just one of the many ways to grow your business. Growing your business on this 14-day challenge is building relationships on social media. I don't know why that was such a mouthful for me, but it was. And so there's been so many great things that I've learned from it. So the big thing that I want to say, and you're going to hear from Michelle too in just a minute, it's not too late for you to join this challenge, okay? And I'm going to go ahead right now, and I'm going to put this in the comments. I put the event webinar jam. That's their final day closing. Everybody can still join the closing webinar, and you can still join this group. I'll put the link to the group in there in a second too, because the training that's in there is invaluable. And I know I've seen a lot of good stuff, and just the questions people ask and then that are answered by these professionals are things I know all of you are probably asking at times. So if nothing else, just by reading the comments, you will learn something that can help take your business to a new level. So this is a free training. People pay a lot of money to learn some of these tips that are being shared. And I want to make sure, if nothing else, all of you guys take that away. Tupperware is offering this for free, and this is a way to level up your business. Okay, so let's talk about how it's being leveled up. Now, Michelle, you've been doing the challenge. I think you had a couple of days you had to catch up on, and that's okay. I've got to catch up from a couple of days this weekend too. But one of the things I noticed is some of the people were commenting about how they weren't getting the engagement that they wanted. But as they stayed consistent with posting through this challenge, they then saw new traffic and new views. Like the numbers were moving and it hadn't moved before. So what have you experienced so far?
I was away from social media for a little while, so I've seen a lot more comments on my page as well, a lot more interaction. Um, and the thing that they shared with us, and it's hard sometimes to be patient, but they shared where one person went all the way through the challenge and didn't really have any interaction, didn't think anything was happening, and then someone had been watching it and approached them at work, and they were able to get an order and stuff there. So you definitely have to be patient. Just because they're not commenting doesn't mean that they're not watching. Another great point is think of yourself as you're scrolling through Facebook. Do you like and comment on everything that you see? You may like it, but you may not hit that button. So definitely just showing up and putting yourself out there on a consistent basis allows them to continue that relationship with you.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I love that they have brought up in the group, and I will post the group in the comments once we're done. Um, they bring up questions and things that you wouldn't think about, and they're really funny about it too, which I appreciate. I like the humor. Like I think there was one meme she shared about, like, I don't know if it was a Kim Kardashian, but she was like pushing her head behind a tree, like, oh yeah, she's watching you, you know? And that's what it is on social media, because people are watching you all the time. There's trolls, as they say. And we have to be aware of that. Just because they're not saying anything doesn't mean they don't see it. And when they see you be consistent, you're more likely to get the responses as you go through. Now, one of the other things I found is I love the tutorials, how it was showing you if you haven't set up a business page yet, it shows you how to get that business page set up. And then they did some live feedbacks. Did you watch the live feedbacks?
I caught the replays, but they were amazing, and go back and watch them again. There was tips as far as going live. There was tips on hashtags, and they're very easy to understand and very relatable. They bring things that make you think about, um, so it relates to you. So it's not difficult. Like social media is like a huge thing as far as technology and stuff goes, but this has been very easy to follow. Lots of examples, not only from them, but also, like you said, in the comments from other people. Like if you were stuck on an idea, it would be quick just to look through the comments and be like, oh, well, I didn't think about that. And that also grows your business, is connecting with the others.
Absolutely. I mean, think about the new people that you can build. Part of what Tupperware, which I love, is the relationships that we build through getting to know other people because they understand you. It's like the entrepreneurial mindset is something that is quite unique. And when you are self employed, you need to have like minded people around you. So it's a great way to make new connections. I love the fact that you can actually go back and look at what other people post for a challenge too. So don't look beforehand unless you need inspiration, right? But they do a great job giving you inspiration for that day's theme of things to post. But then you can see other people's stuff too. And it just allows you to think of outside the box,
Yeah.
right? We're looking outside of our own sphere. So we have more content, more awareness. We grow professionally as well as personally, which is one of the reasons I love this company too. And so as we're looking at what works, what doesn't, I love some new ideas I know that I've had with, oh, I never thought about posting stuff like this. Look at the engagement that we're getting. I
Right.
mean, have you gotten new ideas of what to post on your page?
Yes. The other thing too is I think we get stuck in a rut that, like if you have a business page or your VIP group, you just constantly post sale, 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 sale. Well, that's not building the relationship. That's probably turning some of your customers away. So the biggest thing for me was to relate to them, to get to know them. What is it that they're looking for? And it doesn't always have to be about Tupperware. You could have something maybe in your picture or as you're doing your live to relate to it or to bring it back, but more about me and things that I like, that reason why they want to work with me.
Yeah. And it's building, like, they know, like, and trust you, but they believe you because you are what you say. You walk the talk too, and you show them through the things that you're sharing with everything. I love it. Now, one of the other things that I found that I loved about this is another reason why you guys got to jump on this is we've been talking about Tup Social, right, lately, about how Tup Social can help you in your business by scheduling stuff. Tup Social is partnering with this 14-day challenge. So there's a lot of new images that you can use, new ideas for using the images, how to incorporate the AI. Like, this is stuff that normally would overwhelm you. They've done it for you pretty much, which makes it very easy to plug and play to make sure we're consistent and showing up even when life gets chaotic. And I really loved there's a elements section where it's in the, I'm trying to think of what it's underneath, which day it's under, but it's elements. And it's like basically blank recipe cards, like Tupperware logoed stuff you could dump into Canva and make into other stuff too. Or you could put into your own graphics program. And I just thought that was really cool that I normally have to do all this stuff myself. And so if any of you guys like making some of your own images, here's stuff that they've done for you that literally cuts our time in half. And makes it look professional. So this is a Tupperware sponsored training. Tup Social is doing it along with Axio, this company out of Australia. If nothing else, man, her accent's just fun, and I love listening to their accents. But they have given so many great things. I'm learning a lot. It's not too late for you guys to jump in. As soon as we jump off here, I'm going to put the rest of the links in the chat for you guys. But I hope you guys have gotten some good ahas. Michelle, is there anything else that you want to share about your experience, what you've had with it, and why they need to join?
Definitely, even if you can't do the challenge, but I definitely suggest go back and do the challenges. They don't take that long to do. And then tomorrow they're doing a big wrap up in the evening. So if you can't catch it, you'll definitely catch the replay. And it's going to be more in detail about the strategies that they give us and how we can continue to reuse them. So like I've been working on my business page, but now I want to take it and work with my VIP group and how you can constantly just reuse it.
It gives you a calendar, and this is huge.
Yeah. I love it. I've been working it too, and I haven't been as consistent as I need to because it started while I was on my birthday trip, and so I didn't, I kind of got a little behind. But what one of my big takeaways is number one, be consistent. I mean, and be consistent about the relationship piece, not just consistently post something every day, but really take time to talk to people. And it's kind of like, you walk into a room and you don't just walk into somebody and start saying, look what I've got on sale. Look what I've got on sale. You walk up to people and go, hey, how are you doing? How's the weather? You have a conversation with people, and that's really what it's about. And I thought that was really neat. And as you said, every day they break it down for you. They give you multiple ways to approach something, and word prompts and picture prompts and examples of things. And I love one of the examples that she gave right at the beginning. She had done a talk at a cosmetics convention, and right before she went on stage, they gave her this red lipstick to put on, and it's one of those lipsticks that's supposed to last all day. So she put this red lipstick on, and she went out and she did her talk, and then she left, and she's gone, going all day long. She has lunch, she goes out, it's nighttime, she's going someplace, and somebody remarks to her, wow, I love your lipstick. And she's like, I hadn't put any on since this morning. And then when she looked, she realized how it was. So she went live on her page. She took a picture and she just said, wow, who would think you put your lipstick on in the morning and it'd still be there in the evening? And that's all she said. She had like 100 comments, people wanting to know, tell me about it. I want to know about it. And it was because she wasn't trying to sell it. She was just speaking to, this is what happened. And she gave tips on how you can do that in your own business. There's just so many good things. And like I said, like Corinne said, like Michelle said, if you haven't started, guys, it's not too late. Yeah, you won't be in the daily drawings, but hey, what's it really all about? It's about growing your business. It's about not looking back and saying, I should have done that. I should have, I would have, should have, could have. Do it. do it now. Don't let any more time go past that you don't take action. So, any last things, Corinne or Michelle?
No, I'm just excited to see you guys in there. The link to the group is in the comments, as well as the link to the webinar for you guys to join tomorrow night. So jump in there, check it out. Yeah.
Don't be afraid to share about you.
Yes, don't be afraid to show yourself. And I love the just, take a picture of yourself and you're like with a water bottle or something and you're out on a walk and just it's so many cool ideas about how to grow your business.
And so those that are asking, I have no idea how long it's going to be open for. So just don't wait. Just go join
get in the group
right
today.
now.
Yeah, go get in the group tonight and come back and post in the comments that you joined the group. So then we'll know you're there. And then take full advantage of it. Because I imagine they're going to shut it down after a certain point, right? But you want to make sure that we get in there and do that.
So that's the group. That way you know.
All right. So thank you guys for being here. All right. So as we wrap up tonight, guys, just want to remind you that, the 14-day Tupperware 14-day challenge, you can search actually USA Canada Tupperware 14-day social media challenge and find the group and join the group, but get the link, go join it and get started. Because, the best day to start was yesterday. The next best day to start is today. So let's get started. I want to remind you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. we have our pop-up kitchen. So you'll still have time to get onto the wrap-up and get onto the pop-up kitchen. But for the pop-up kitchen to do you the most good, it's not about you getting on. It's about you using it as an opportunity to invite people to be your guest. So you're going to send that personal invitation, just like you would if you were doing something in your home. You're going to call somebody up and you're going to, or send them a message and say, hey, what are you doing tomorrow night? We're doing a live cooking demo. I'd love for you to be my guest. You get to be in a drawing for some free Tupperware. And that's all you got to do, and just get them to be interested and, or put on your page, who likes to learn new recipes? See, that's one of those things like they teach you in this 14-day challenge. You ask questions to get people to respond. Maybe you do a question that says something about, which is your favorite? Say sweet or savory, what do you love, chocolate or fruit, and just do things like that get people talking. And then you comment and reach out to them and ask them if they'd like to be invited to the group. So it'll be in our group, our pop-up group. Once again, the group is posted in our Hooray group. I will post it again in tonight's chat and tag everyone so you'll see it. Join the group yourself, then add your friends there. Tomorrow, send them a reminder. Hey, don't forget the cooking classes tonight, the cooking demos tonight. Don't miss it. And then about an hour before, send them a message. Oh, I'm so excited. Looking forward to seeing you in an hour. And then during the thing, once it starts, make sure that you're tagging and looking for them and saying hi to them and getting them involved and excited. We got some great recipes planned for you tomorrow night, so don't miss it. All right, so as we close tonight, I want to close with one more quote. Remember, going back to what we said at the very beginning, you always have to be striving to do that little bit more. You always want to know that you have done the best that you can do, because it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing. It's about what you're doing. And you want to be able to look back and say, I have done everything I could to be successful. I have not left a stone unturned. I'm going to keep giving my best to everything that I do, because there's always another mountain. I love the analogy someone once told me, go as far as you can see and see how far you can go. Because if you're climbing a mountain, it seems like the peak is the top, right? And you get to the top of that peak and then you realize how many other peaks there are. So you never get to the top. You just get to the next spot. So don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. You might be sitting there going, I've never done this social media stuff. I've never done a fundraiser. I've never had a month where I sold $1,000. Don't let what you haven't done stop you from doing what you can do. Let's get out there. Let's make this month a success. And we are going to have fantastic things. So Charlie says we have a double winner, Patty Lee. I'm not sure what he means by that, But Charlie is always got something up his sleeve. So congratulations, everybody. And thank you for being on. Be sure to put in the comments, let us know what your ahas are, what you loved. And as we get out of here tonight, let's just get
And
a
I
little
remember
movie going
things changed a lot. In those days in Madagascar, it wasn't so commercial, you know? It wasn't all about money and who's got the latest cream
Why is it not
and what
starting?
clothes are you wearing and who's got the latest fur on their back, you know? Those days it was just me and a couple of the others, you know, doing the jungle boogie, you know. Jungle boogie. Jungle boogie.
We'll do this one.